Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Thief 2. So last time we were basically tracing down a courier who was working for, not necessarily for Lieutenant Mosley, more so with her. It turns out that she has been in cahoots with the pagans all this time. And yeah, it was basically revealed that the pagans are alive and well, although they are being actively persecuted by the mechanists. And we actually ended up meeting Victoria, spoilers, from the first game. And thanks to her, we now are gonna basically be working together to bring down the mechanists. Two former foes uniting against one new common foe. Very interesting premise. Oldest trick in the book, I guess. And yeah, and now we're about to start my absolute favorite mission, not just from this game, but in general from the Thief franchise. It is many people's favorite mission as well. It's a very long mission. It's probably gonna take at least an hour and a half. So I'm really excited for this.
The new scripture of the Master Builder?
Karis is rewriting ancient Hammer texts. But to what end? We don't know.
So you want me to find out?
Yes, but there's a more pressing problem. Karis is throwing a ball for the local nobility at Angel Watch, the new Mechanist Tower in Dayport. We need to know what he is up to. You have to be there, Garrett. Tonight, while the party is in progress.
Angel Watch? Is this how our arrangement is gonna work? You coming up with ways for me to get myself killed?
Is this really Garrett, the master thief I hear talking? If danger is going to be a problem for you, then...
Just give me the details.
Security at the tower will be extra heavy with the city's nobility in attendance. So gaining entrance will be difficult.
For you, maybe. But I won't be knocking on the front door. The rooftops aren't called the Thieves' Highway for nothing.
I have some equipment for you. You should begin immediately. And also...
Remember to pickpocket the party guests?
You must find out whatever you can about the Cetus Project, a name our agents have overheard repeatedly. Karis has an office in the tower. Try to obtain some information there.
Brilliant idea. Try to find information about Karis' secret project in his office.
You do remember who the enemy is, don't you, Garrett?
If your information is wrong, and I end up risking my neck for nothing, this arrangement is over. Then try asking me that question again.
Alright. Hello, Yoski. Welcome back to the stream. Life of the party. Lots of objectives. Again, I said it's a long mission. The mechanists are out to kill you. Get to Angel Watch via the rooftops to avoid unwanted attention. So the whole premise of this mission isn't that we just enter the tower, and the tower itself is massive, by the way. It has like 10 floors, although most of them are technically just one floor. You see what I mean? But it is a massive tower, but also we actually get to go to the tower itself, across the entire city, pretty much. Across the rooftops, there's many different areas that we can enter, gain access to, like houses and apartments and shops and all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. This is like basically a thief's wet dream. It is like the perfect mission, I would say. Like it's so good. Every time I replay this mission, it is a blast every time. And in fact, a bit of a fun trivia. This mission was actually, or at least an earlier version of it, was used as a game, a demo for the game. So there is a demo floating about. It's called The Unwanted Guest, I believe. I have played it, but only once. I might play it on the channel. I don't know yet. It's very similar to this, but it is basically an earlier version, an earlier draft of this mission. Some things are different, but for all intents and purposes, it is pretty much the same level, the same premise as well. And man, they nailed it with that demo. Like that is the perfect demo for this game because it's such a good mission. It's such a fun level to play. Infiltrate Angel Watch. The access hatch on the eastern side should provide undetected entry. Now, this is the one thing I don't like about this very much. There's pretty much just one entry into the tower. So that is kind of limiting. But once you enter, there are multiple ways that you can approach each encounter. So that is still a thing, thankfully. Spy on Karras to learn why he's following the party. Break into Karras' office and find some information on the Cetus project. Find and read Karras' latest entry into the new scripture of the Master Builder. This is not in his main office, by the way. You find this in a different floor. You claim you're the best. Now prove it. Take to the Thieves' Highway and grab 1,550 worth of loot. So quite a hefty loot go. A true professional doesn't leave a mess, don't kill anyone, because we're playing an expert as always. When your objectives have been completed, get out of the Angel Watch Tower and back to the safety of the Bell Tower. So we have to backtrack all the way. This is the only part of the mission I honestly don't like, because it is kind of annoying to have to backtrack such a long way, honestly. I wish that this objective was just to leave the tower itself, but don't go all the way back. And this is the same even on normal, by the way, because I have played this on normal recently, and the objective remains the same. It's not just, oh, leave the tower and you're done. So this is the only objective and the only part of the mission I don't like. But everything else is fantastic. Or nothing short of fantastic. Because backtracking all the way feels unnecessary to me. Alright, we have tips, equipment, and loot tips. I'm not gonna get either of them though. Here we can finally start buying the vine arrows, and in fact the vine arrows pretty much replace our rope arrows. We're never gonna see rope arrows again until the end of the game. It's always gonna be vine arrows, which I guess makes sense. They are like a direct upgrade, because a reminder that you can use these on both wood and metal surfaces. You still can't use them on stone surfaces, but technically it does open up more, you know, routes than a regular rope arrow would. Which begs the question, why was this even introduced again? Because they replace our rope arrows. We don't get rope arrows anymore, so it's not like, oh, there are certain areas that optional areas that we can't access unless we have a vine arrow, but we do have rope arrows for the necessities. No, that's why I'm baffled as to why these are even a thing, but I digress. I'm gonna get water arrows. I'm gonna need a lot of water arrows, because there's gonna be a lot of robots. Moss arrows are also very useful here. I'm gonna get at least 5. And what else? Fire arrows are a bit dangerous. We already have 3 vine arrows. We don't need any of those. And the rest of these are pretty useless. So I guess maybe another couple of water arrows. Why not? Alright, and we have a lot of maps. We start here at the Bell Tower. There's all of these areas, by the way, that are marked on the map you can enter. Some of them partially, others entirely. And this Necromancer Spire here, we are gonna enter this place. This is actually pretty cool. This is mentioned in Thief Gold. In the, I believe it was the 5th mission, the Mage Towers. The mages like talk about how one of their own basically went rogue and started like performing necromancy. And he has like a tower in Dayport. Yeah, this is Dayport, the South District. And that is that same tower. Really cool. Yeah, here's some most areas that we can visit. Lady Louisa's suite is the last like room, I guess, that we can enter before we arrive at Angel Watch. And this is Angel Watch. And we even have maps of Angel Watch Tower itself. So as you can see, it has a lot of floors. It says 6 floors here because that's the actual amount of floors, but it's more like 10 because the first floor is massive. And there is an elevator. There's 2 ways to go in between the floors. The only way to access the first floor is through the elevator. But there are staircases that we're going to be using for the rest of the floors. And the main office is on the 5th floor. The 6th floor is the ballroom. Alright, let's begin. Gonna pop a save. Can find it. Here we go. Kidnap or party. And what's cool is that there are actually people walking around down the streets. If you fall down, you're gonna die. You're guaranteed to die. We're very high up, but it is still a cool detail that they decided to include NPCs down there regardless for immersion's sake. I love that.
The city looks almost bearable from up here.
Oh, and of course the HD mod makes this mission look even nicer. Like, look at the skybox. I love this. Okay, I believe there is an area we can access here. Yep. A secret, in fact. Some coins and water arrows. These are very useful. Hello, Soybean. Welcome back to the stream. Come on. There we go. There's also an open window here with some loot. And I believe there's also a sleeping guy here. Yep.
Who's there? Was that supposed to...
Okay, that was kind of awkward, but we got him. So we need as much loot as possible, because the loot objective is quite big. I believe there's 220 loot in total in this mission, and we need 1,500 pretty much.
If I follow this road north, it should take me right to the Mechanist Tower.
Mm-hmm. But we have a lot of stops along the way. Okay, that is the way forward. So there is a stop here. Hey, look! You can barely tell because of how dark it is, but there is actually a guy watching us through that window. And that is confirmed that that is actually a keeper. We'll get a indirect encounter with them later on in this mission. Hello, Steelcat. Welcome back to the stream.
You made a big mistake.
Come on, dude. Knock him out. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm actually not sure if this guy ever turns around. I think he does, but I hope he does. Okay, good. He does. Because there is loot here. Alright. Let's go to that other open window now. There's also some very funny conversations, including my absolute favorite conversation in the entire franchise that we're gonna come upon very soon here. Yorsky here in the chat already knows which one I mean, but it's hilarious. Okay, there's two ways we can go here. We can either go through the building or through the side here, but going through the building is more profitable, obviously. There is a guy that patrols this area, though. He comes all the way down to the open window, so I'm gonna wait for him. Okay. Fuck. Oh, that was a close one. Okay. And there is a secret here. I think it's here. Up here in these rafters, maybe? Yeah, right there. Okay. This is a very interesting secret. Because it adds some lore. Some very surprising lore to this. Gotta break the boards. The encounter isn't that far away. Yeah, it's at the beginning of the mission. I always think that it's near the end for some reason. Okay, we have some food here. But more importantly, there is a... Where is it? Okay. There's a secret here. And, I'm playing an expert, right? Oh. Stargazer's Journal, 67th Evening of Observation. I can stand it no longer. Since my first examinations of that distant globe, that glorious blue jewel, I knew my time here in the city was at an end. For how could I possibly remain content in this quagmire of filth, corruption and religious fanaticism when there exists a whole new world just within reach, ripe for exploration? The means of my departure is almost within my grasp. Despite the recent setback, Brellick was a fine young servant and a dedicated laboratory assistant. Oh, the anguish as I removed his entrails from the plaza's great statue. And, worst of all, I realized it was my miscalculations that cost the lad his life. How could I have been so stupid? The scientific principle is sound, I am sure. Using my patented sunburst device, an explosive of the highest magnitude... Hey, that's the same thing we used in the first game. A thick wooden box can travel the distance needed to reach the stars. How foolish of me to forget the protective layer of lead. But the past is exactly that, and it's time to move on. I have hired a new assistant, a drunken old crone named Hyode, or Hyode, I don't know how to pronounce that, who will make the test flight. The sunburst device will simply be placed under the box and ignited from a distance, and Hyode will soar to that beautiful new world. Once there, she is to communicate with me via smoke signal when it is safe for me to proceed. She is, of course, a bit nervous about the proceedings, but a pint of aged gin should be enough to put her fears to rest. To the stars! So not only is this obviously very humorous, because that's not how space travel works, but in the first page here, he mentions a blue duo. Lots of players in the community think that this basically confirms that this game is set on Mars and the blue duo is actually Earth. Now, the thing is that we do know for a fact that Mars had water, right? And it probably had life. So this sort of implies that this is set like in the past, way before humanity existed on Earth. And these are basically Martians, and like everything takes place in Mars. But the thing is that I'm pretty sure that Mars was already dried up by the time that Earth started getting water. So I don't know how accurate this is. Maybe it falls apart, maybe not. I don't know enough. I don't remember rather enough about Earth's history to be sure, to be certain. But it is still a fun theory that all of this takes place on Mars. I love that. Okay, and there is, I believe, loot here. Okay, no, this is just a shortcut, an alternate route. I'm gonna go through the main route because I don't want to miss the conversation. Trust me, it's the funniest shit you ever hear. Is this area safe? I don't remember. I think it is. Hidden health potion, and here we have... I believe that there is a secret behind that banner, but I'm not sure how to cut it down. Aha, here we go. Here's the conversation. Listen.
And I'm telling you that the only stench heartier than your rotting burrick of a master is the liquor on his fetid breath. If he comes near Lady Van Vernon again, we'll boil his knickers.
Oh, mighty fine words coming from a knock-kneed, inbred page boy such as yourself. Our good Master Willie wouldn't be caught near that frumpy little trollop unless he were holding her back at the end of a halberd.
How dare you defile the name of someone so good and virtuous as the Lady Van Vernon? Our lady is a saint among mortal women. An angel so pure the heavens couldn't hold her.
Ah, your lady, an angel? You're lucky the dockside whore keeps aren't bashing down her door for stealing their clientele. Why, just last night, I saw her out back, warming up the stable boy.
Such slander will not be tolerated while we're on watch. You'd best run and rescue your helpless limp lord before he flounders in his own vomit, or wakes up naked in a hen coop. Scurry off, or you'll require some unnecessary ventilation.
Is that a threat, you shriveled old maid? You gonna prick us with your sewing needles? On this side of the street, we shoot like soldiers, so don't make promises your arrows can't keep.
You gone too far this time, you camel-mannered, tunic-wearing mollycoddle! An arrow in the throat that'll shut you up!
Have at thee! What?
I love that. It's so funny every time. Yeah, so simps versus chads, I guess. That's what's going on. Although both of them are losers. Now, there's always one that survives, obviously. And usually it's that guy on the tower. Yeah, usually it's him. So what I like to do because he's gonna be on alert for a little while, I like to come down here, enter the tower, and knock him out from behind. It's a little bit jank though, because we have to wait a little bit, because he is on alert, so he will actually hear and spot us, but it's the safest approach, because otherwise he will spot us, because it's so lit, both of those towers. But yeah, I love that. Like, this game has some really funny conversations. There is another very funny one that's upcoming in one of the last missions, but this is my absolute favorite. It is a fan favorite as well. The voice acting in this game is good, so I mean, I don't know why you... Like, the only bad voice acting is the servants who are like, oh! But the actual, like, conversations are, and the cutscenes are very well voice acted. Okay, try this. There we go. Okay, that was close. He did hear us there, but... Alright. Success. So, there are stuff in that tower and also in this building. Let's enter here first. We have a purse. For some reason I remember there being a vase here. I think the vase is in the other building. Oh, come on. What is bad is the freaking physics. So jank. Okay, I gotta drop down here. And then down... Wait. Okay, I think this was a mistake. I need to get over there somehow. There we go. There should be a vase here. Yep, or a goblet, close enough. And I don't think there's anything here. Let me check. Yeah, these guys don't really have pickpockets. They do have arrows, but again, arrows are useless on expert. Can I enter this place? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't remember being able to enter any of those. Okay, let's keep going. Most of the best ones are Benny shenanigans. Yeah, there was another very funny conversation that we witnessed in the Sheriff Truart mission in his mansion. Benny was drunk again. Then you get them before they get inside your tavern. That's from the first game, though. Oh, we love Benny. Benny is the best. Benny appreciation thread. Oh, okay, gotta be careful here. Reminds me of Out of the Silent Planet. Iron Maiden has a song dedicated to that. I've never read it, but it could be possible that it is a reference to that. Or it is possible that it is a reference. Okay, I'm gonna hide this guy. There is a nice castle up here with some loot. And also 2 guards. Even on normal, so gotta be careful. Not to be spotted by either of them.
There's something just there. What? Don't try to run, Tapper. Just surrender.
How did you see me, dude? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna wait here for a bit. So funny, it's worth a mention, yeah. In fact, I think there might be 3 guards here.
Seems peaceful.
Okay, another note, do not drop these guys all the way down because they will die of fall damage and that's on you. It will fail the mission on expert. So I'm just gonna drop this guy here where it's safe. I'm gonna wait for the other guy to come around. Should be safe in this corner, yep. Probably could have gone around, but... Okay, there he is. He is an archer. Here's a fun fact. Archers actually move faster than swordsmen. Which I guess makes sense, because they don't have a heavy armor or a very heavy blade to carry around. There we go. I'm just gonna hide this guy here in the corner. And there, I think there's also a guy inside. I gotta be careful here. Yep.
There's never any birds around anymore. Used to be birds, singing in the morning and waking you up.
Okay. And here we have a vase, and I believe there's something else in this room. Some coins, yep. Okay. Moving on. We have... Ah, this is funny as well.
Quiet, you lumbering ox. You're making enough racket to wake the whole of Dayport.
Well, it's dark, and I can't seize when I'm lifting.
What you'll see is the haft of my sword across your brow if you don't hurry things up. There's a guard in the building, and we're both skewered if he hears you.
All right. But I got me a question. Do we want the gold or the jewelry?
We want whatever you can carry, you tougher. Now hurry it along before we're seen. Or maybe you want to spend a lifetime or two in the Blue Coats company?
The blue coats? Where?
Oh, just hurry it up already.
Well, well, housebreakers. How quaint.
What a bunch of losers and noobs. Let me show you how it's done. But be careful not to be spotted by them. Fuck.
You know you can't hide forever.
And they are correct, there is a guard in the building. Let's take care of him first. Does he actually come down here? I don't think he does. Oh, there he is, okay.
I'm not kidding. Come on out.
Strange noises.
Okay. Gotta wait for those guys to no longer be angry. Because there is actually loot there that I want. Aha, and here we have another shortcut to a different area. I'm not gonna use it yet. I'll use it if things get heated upstairs. Okay.
I spotted him.
Oh shit! He can actually enter? Okay, that's not good. I don't even have gas arrows, dude. Get out of here. I did not know he can actually enter. That is bad.
Grin while you can, Taffer. You're ours now.
Haha. You're not athletic enough. Noob. You don't even have vine arrows. Okay, well, that could have gone better, but still. Oh, okay. While we wait for that guy to calm his tits, there is an area here that we can explore. So yeah, this map is so big that it honestly feels like a semi-open world type of deal. I love it. How did you know where I was, dude? Come on. I guess I gotta use a moss arrow there. Oh, I can also climb up there. Okay. There we go. That's how it's done. And I believe this down here just leads us to that shortcut that we saw. Or maybe not. Ah, okay, never mind. This is just a lot of nothing. Oh, and I think another advantage that the Vine Arrow has over the Rope Arrow is that it doesn't make any sound. The rope arrow actually makes sound and it does alert nearby enemies, but the vine arrow does not. Oh boy. Okay.
What?
Okay, move him away from the fire, because he will die. And there should be loot here. Think. Maybe, possibly, no? Still no loot here? Surely there is. Yeah, well, we picked up something. You can actually break the window as well, but that's gonna make noise. I don't want to do that. As much as I love breaking stuff. Okay, let's go up that chimney. I think I know where that will lead us. This map is some Mirror's Edge shit. I love it, yeah. I am gonna be playing Mirror's Edge on the channel this year. Probably in the spring or like early summer. Definitely after I'm done with this game. Although after I'm done with this game, I'm probably gonna play Just Cause 2 first. I love open world games in general, so expect quite a lot of those moving forward. Okay. Actually, I don't remember this area.
Oh, but it's just not fair. The season's most ballyhooed social event, and we're not even invited? I am a Rothschild. Don't they understand that? Don't they understand how incredibly important I am?
Shh, I know, dear. But there will be other banquets. Besides, it's not as if we intend to join their silly religion or anything.
No, it's not that. It's just that, well...
Yes, my Snookums?
Oh, Pumpkin! The Mechanists invited the Bumblesins! The Bumblesins! I mean, they haven't been in the inner circle in years!
Now, Frederick, don't you think you're overreacting just a tad?
No! I am Frederick Juniper Rothschild III, and I deserve more recognition than those commoners.
Oh, I know what we'll do, my sweet. We'll throw our own ball to the abyss with those Mechanists and their private affairs. Besides, they're just looking for supporters. We'll have our own banquet and invite everyone but the Bumblesins. Would that make you happy, my love?
Oh, yes! What an absolutely capital idea!
Freaking rich people. Hate them. Yeah, like, this game has... And the conversations, especially in this game, have so much flavor to them, so much personality. I just... They don't make games like they used to, I'm telling you. Oh, okay, here is the Necromancer Tower, by the way. Now, if I recall correctly, if I read this, it will summon some zombies. So that's why I'm doing a quick save. Agloras Coranth, Kaglimorex, Thelorun, Asur, Enlien, Balmorven, Agror. I wonder if this is... I think this is actually Latin. Kalu Fendith, Kalu Khalid, Akilno Kleas, Waunerus or Waunerus Vior, Sigliop Ulanis Friopic, Ru Fulin Korax, Hakanenen. I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing the rest of that, but this is some sort of a ritual, clearly. Oh, and this is the Book of Ash. Look, I never even noticed this, but this is the Book of Ash. So the guy already has the Book of Ash. And here's the 4 talismans that we got from the previous game. We had to get these to unlock the cathedral gates to get the Eye for Constantine. Big spoilers, but I expect that you would have either played the game or watched me play it already on the channel. So yeah, the talisman of fire, air, or earth, water, earth, and air. So I guess he needs the talismans. Yep, and it summons 2 zombies. So I'm just gonna load the save. Alright. This is a very janky elevator setup. Because once down here, we have to do this. And this opens up, but I'm not sure how. I think there's like a book somewhere on these bookshelves that we can throw. Either a book or a switch. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I am gonna... Hold on, I'm gonna quick save. Because one time it did happen that I got soft locked here. And here we have some loot and a potion. 2 potions, in fact. And some lore. Whoever finds this note, I bid thee farewell, for I no longer dwell in your domain of fetid flesh. My essence is now forever preserved in the plane of earth, beyond the reaches of fear and fire. I owe my transcendence to the Book of Ash, that tome of legend I recovered so long ago from the sands of long-forgotten kings. Within its pages lie the secrets of life, death, and undeath. The hand forbade its study, for it drove so many into madness, but I have succeeded to where others have failed. But be warned, the truth is hidden from the unworthy. Blacken thy heart or face the prisoners of flesh. So that's why it summons the zombies, pretty much. Azur and the crew. That is so cool. I love it when developers actually tie their games together like this. Okay, didn't get stuck this time, that's good. Oh crap. In the plane of Earth. Why do you say that's interesting? Is it a reference to something? Okay, here we have a plate. And I believe this takes us to that... Yep, there's that shortcut. So, let's proceed. We're pretty much halfway done with the city part of the mission. If we take a look at our map, we're currently right here. We're now going to Sir Cullen's Keep, I believe. And we have this area that we need to explore, and after that it's Angel Watch. We're gonna get a lot of lore, a lot of story in Angel Watch as well, obviously. How do I... Okay, there we go. Yeah, these elevators are kind of confusing. I don't like them much. Okay. Okay, there's that guy. I'm actually gonna wait for him to go back upstairs before I knock him out. Mars Therianol. Oh! I didn't even make the connection, yeah. I honestly believe, I'm inclined to believe the Mars theory. That is my headcanon at any rate for this game, that it takes place on Mars. Okay, up here we have fire arrows. Could come in handy, hopefully I won't have to use them. Fire arrows are useful against the robots and the security cameras. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, okay, good.
Someone there?
Loser! Should have come down here. I'm glad you didn't. But you should have. Pick that up. Okay, and this is the... I would say this is like the start of the second area. Second part of the city. Now, there is a guy down there that you can pickpocket, and there is some coins as well. There's 2 ways you could approach this. You could either go in guns blazing, which I always love to do on normal, because you can break the glass and get a drop on him. But there is a guard, like an armed guard, in the room right next door, and he will always hear that, the commotion, and come in to investigate. So unless you're playing on normal, I don't recommend doing that, because you have to deal with the guard. If you're playing on normal, you can just kill the guard, and that's usually what I do. But there is a safer way to actually get to this guy. And I'll show you how to do that. And yeah, right down there you can see one of the robots. But right here, there's the guy. I don't know if he turns around though. That's a problem. I think he does. I hope he does. Yep, he does. Okay, good.
Who's there? Who man?
Oh, okay, good. And now knock this guy out and get his goat. That's how you do it properly. But I love to just drop down, as I said. But I'm playing an expert, so I can't really kill this guy, so... better play it safe. Now, that window leads us to the bank. Which, needless to say, it does have a lot of gold, but we're not ready for that yet. There is another area I want to visit first. I think I have to use a vine arrow here. Okay. Because there is this area that we can visit if we shimmy across this.
Careful.
And right here we have an armory, a very useful armory. Is there a ladder? Or do I have to use a rope arrow? Actually don't know. I think there should be a ladder, but... this will make noise. Okay. Kill the spider. There is a gas arrow here, very useful. And I believe maybe like some moss arrows, maybe? I guess not. Horticulturist's log. Growing a new strain of mushrooms supplied by my new friends. They actually give off a substantial amount of light. I'm considering abandoning the powered lamps and replacing them all with mushrooms. I can imagine the look on Theodore's face. Long Daddy has proven to be quite the gardener's assistant. Today he intercepted a carrion diver that was headed right for the rhododendron. God, these names. Those little buggers have destroyed more of my plants than I care to remember. I may just let Long Daddy web up the entire eastern end of the greenhouse if it will stop the insects from getting through. I've been contracted out to build an enormous terrarium for Thistlewell. Ah, the rich and their luxuries. Anna. Well, we just killed this person's pet and pest control, so I feel good about myself. Oh, there were moss arrows. Good. Gonna need those. Long Daddy. Daddy long legs. Long Daddy. Okay, there is a guard patrolling up there, so we gotta be very careful here. I'm gonna hide here. Is this a perfect shadow? I think it is. Hopefully it is. Okay, we got him. I think, I hope. Yes, good. This door, I honestly don't know how you unlock this. I think you have to use the sunburst device for this. I swear expert mode had an objective where we have to break into this armory. I don't know why it's not triggering. Maybe it will trigger after we read this. Oh, we got a scripture of the master builder. Oh, I think we start with this. Draft, page 3. And so Karus did set Quill to paper to record his accomplishments, the most important of humankind before him, and certainly after, performed in the service of the master builder. And at that time, none could note this scripture, and Karus could not read from it during his sermons, for he knew that humans, even his followers, in their weakness would not rejoice and celebrate as Karus had at the good news of the builder's paradise. Because humans were flawed, they would fail to understand. It was only Karus who truly knew that humans were an invention of the Master Builder, that they might invent the Builder's children to please him. In the soft whirring of the clean, oiled gears of the children around him, Karus heard the deafening roar of their approval. Note, I shall need to take pains in collecting these materials together again. In my urgent press to capture events that pass and my thoughts on them, I have writ passages in many of my chambers, and at present I cannot return to collect them, nor shall I trust another to collect them for me. So this guy has a bit of a god complex, pretty much. Trondheim, you were correct in recommending Tog Kamrick and Sons for our recent contracting needs. The craftsmanship is truly remarkable, as evidenced by our new armory door. It's made of pit-forged steel, interwoven with black iron and coated with a titanium resin, or something like that. The sun itself could not blast that portal open. In the unlikely event that we are attacked, the men should come to one of us to gain access to the armory. Remember the 30-day siege at Castle Morindrum, old friend? Ah, now those were the days. It is truly a shame that the men must be kept from the very tools of their profession, but such blatant misuse of gas arrows simply cannot be tolerated. Alas, that poor Burek Molek. Okay, we have gas arrows there. We need to get access to this. Now, even though the note says that even the sun can't blast it open, I'm pretty sure you can actually use this sunburst device. Yep, it actually worked. That's funny. Alright, give me the gas arrows, dude. Apparently there's no gas arrows here. I was lied to. Oh, man. Well, that sucks. Okay, let me get this safely. I don't think I can get this safely. Yeah, that's too steep of a drop. God damn it. How many vine arrows do I have still? Oh, I have 4. I have plenty. It'll be fine. Now, is there a there is no ladder here. Guess we just have to climb up here. Like so. Okay. Let's keep going. Into the bank we go. There is another area that I can think of that I haven't visited yet. We might pay it a visit on the way back. It's not that important. Okay, here I want to use a moss arrow because there is a guy that comes all the way down here. Okay. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's the only guy that patrols this area. Okay, here's the supervisor, I believe. Yep, that key unlocks this. Very dark. Let's get the light. And this, I believe we can unlock this. Yep. And that will open up a safe. You would think that that's the safe, but no, the safe is actually out here. Okay, don't open that door because there is a guy immediately behind it. Yep, this is the safe. We have a lot of gems and a lot of money. Very nice. Grimshaw, lock the receipts in the safe this time or you'll taste the lash. Though I can't prove it, I suspect one of the night watchmen of having sticky fingers. If not every penny is accounted for in the morning, it will come out of your backside. And another thing, Don Valencia will be by in the morning to pick up his diamonds. Make sure you log the transfer and extend every courtesy we have available. Valencia is a client I do not want to lose. Toto Shank. Got these names. We almost have enough loot, by the way, which is pretty nice. Okay, where's my moss arrows? Here we go. Want to use one here. Just sneak up on this guy.
There again? Hello?
Okay, hopefully the other one doesn't spot me. I would rather keep my gas arrow. Okay, so I think it is safe. We can like climb over that way and then go around to knock him out. But there is an area over there that we haven't visited yet. That way is towards Angel Watch on the left here. So I'm gonna go around the long way. Because I want to show off as much of this map as possible, because I love this map. Okay, so back here. Okay, let's see if I can make this jump. Oh, I can. Nice. Is there anything behind the fireplace? No. Okay, so back here. We can go around again. Where the funny noble people are. Use a vine arrow. And then come over here.
Who made that noise?
Someone should look into that. Guess it was nothing.
How odd. There's nothing there.
Alright. So here, we've got 2 guards.
See some torches around here.
We can knock this guy out.
All right.
Go. And this other guy comes all the way up here, I think, so I better hide the body quickly. Wow, okay. I hate this game's janky physics.
Who's there?
Well hidden, I'd say, yes. Thank you, thank you. I am very good at this game. I wanted to avoid making noise, and I ended up not making any noise anyway. Alright, there we go. Yeah, see, this guy will climb up here. So we need to be prepared. There we go. Might as well douse this torch. Okay. So there's 2 ways we can go here. I believe... Okay, we can take the chimney, but that's, I think, a little bit more dangerous. So I'm gonna take the door instead. There's also this window, which leads... Aha, this is that shortcut that we could have taken. This leads back to the astronomer's place, where the confirmation, the undeniable proof that we live in Mars is. Okay, never mind, this is just the barracks. Okay, I guess we are taking it the chimney route. Chimney Swift.
What's that?
Oh, fuck off, dude.
I don't like this. What's that?
Okay. I think there's also another guard that patrols this area. I don't remember if he comes into the kitchen, though. I'm gonna douse the torch just in case. There is loot here, I think. P, we have to stop meeting at the alchemist. This is the 3rd time that woman has come by to press her nose against the glass. I don't know whether she's ogling Grimmet or just wants a love potion from old Jack, but it's giving me the shivers. Can you do anything about it? N. Interesting. Okay. Careful here. Fuck.
Strange noises.
Okay. Knock this guy out. There we go. And now we're up here. So we can get the drop on this guy. We're almost at Angel Watch. And I'm pretty sure we visited all the areas that we can visit. Which is nice. Okay, it's gonna be... It's kind of sketchy. There we go. Alright. Yes, the Keeper interaction is actually approaching. I just wanna do this real quick. Because there's two ladies here. They're thankfully just regular, you know, noble women, so they don't fight back, so you can just knock them out.
Yes? What was that?
No need for alarm, ladies. Just passing through.
And we got all the loot. I'm still gonna keep getting loot, though. You can never have enough. Alright, and that leads towards Angel Watch, but we heard something over here. And there is an open window, so let's check this out first. Okay, an open door, and... Garrett, we hope the information we have provided you thus far has been useful. You do well to seek information at Angel Watch, but beware. Always not as it seems at the Mechanist Tower, and Karos is more aware of your actions than you may think. Still, there are ways to outwit him. Okay, sounds ominous. That's clearly a fake wall. And this is clearly probable, so... Here's a secret. An invisibility potion, that's gonna come in very handy. But yeah, this is the Keeper interaction. And actually, if you're quick enough, you will see that I think there is a guy here that opens the door and like leaves and he then just despawns, but you know, we'll actually get to learn a lot more about the Keepers in the third game. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that right now. And I will be showing the third game sometime next year, honestly. I wanna take my time because I have quite a few fan missions on my backlog that I want to play first for this game, for Thief 2. And there's Angel Watch. I love the architecture of this game in general, but especially this tower here. It looks so ominous and dystopian with that giant angel statue and the weird little pillar thing up there. Like it looks steampunky, it looks futuristic, it looks dystopian. I love it. Okay, here we have a drunk guard. Just knock him out. Here's something funny. I'm gonna climb up here. You can actually see the streets down there are quite empty. And in fact, these buildings don't have any windows or even doors. But if I lean... You can probably barely see it due to YouTube compression, but there is a guy down there. He was also drunk and he fell down there and died. That's sad and at the same time hilarious. Alright, climb up here.
So, that's the castle of the future. I'll take my tenement any day of the week.
Alright, time to infiltrate this bad boy. It looks very imposing, doesn't it? I love it. Alright, and as I said, this place is massive. So we're only halfway done with the mission and we've been playing for an hour. This is the only entrance, sadly.
Maybe tower security isn't as tight as I thought.
I'm gonna come out here. Brethren, the guard on the office door shall be changed upon every 3 hours, though I trust that our guests shall not be curious enough to attempt entrance. For further precaution, however, Father Karos hath entrusted me with the sole key. Most of the alarms and watchers that protect the tower hath also been disabled, to prevent our guests from causing any mishaps. While I expect the nobility to mind their manners, remain thou ever vigilant. Friend Vilnia. So we need to seek out this Vilnia person, because she has the key that we need to access Karrus's office. And that's the only way. You can't pick his lock. Even though that's honestly like the perfect place to have used one of those cogs that's apparently a mechanic here. Because, you know, those doors can't really be picked open, but they didn't. It's literally just a regular door with a key. Missed opportunity, if you ask me.
Is that thee?
Fuck.
Nothing then.
There is a robot here that we need to disable.
What?
We're gonna be very careful here. This is the most dangerous part, I would say, in the entire map. It's the second floor. Oh, fuck. I really hope the robot doesn't see me. Okay. I'm gonna knock this guy out first. Come on. On before the robot returns. Okay, hide this guy here. I believe I can open this with the same key. No, I have to unlock it. Oh, fuck. Disable this guy. There we go. Oh god, he's in the way now. I hope I can jump over him. Okay, let's pick this. I think there's loot here. Yep. Nice. Okay, that should be everyone and everything accounted for on this floor. I'm just gonna go around these rooms and loot them. Most of these have just supplies. Although I think the locked chests have loot. Yep. Got someone's lunch money from that chest. Aha! And here we have expensive wines. There we go. How did that happen? Okay, how much loot do I have actually? 2,000, nice. Also, this is pretty cool. The frog beast egg. This summons one of those little frog things, the frog beasts from the first game, and they actually fight for you. They approach an enemy and explode and kill the enemy in one hit, pretty much. They're very powerful. And the best part is that even if you're playing on expert, they don't count as a kill. So if you use these guys on expert, you won't fail. Which is very useful, very handy in sticky situations. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, this is the charging units, I guess, for the big robots. There's space for a second one. And that, I believe, is the staircase, yes. The staircase starts here, it doesn't go down to the first floor. We need to go down to the first floor. So we use the elevator for that. Sadly, you cannot turn off the power in this. Would have been useful if you could. But you can't. Hammer. That's odd, because these guys actually use maces instead of hammers. The hammer has been outlawed, I guess. And that was a waste of time. Now I have to somehow jump back over this guy. God, why are you so fat, dude? Sheesh. Okay, oh, before we do anything, let's listen to this.
Message number 3 of 6. Lords and ladies, behold the Builder's Chapel. It is here we reflect upon the Builder's great plan. The servants I am giving thee are examples of our strivings toward his ideals. Before they were servants, the souls behind the masks were lost and unproductive. Now they are models of efficiency. Alas, if only I could be there to share with thee the wonder of this moment. But I digress. On with the tour.
So, Karras doesn't even show up for his own party.
Should have expected that, but yeah. So we have a new objective now. Because Karras isn't here for us to spy on, we have to instead activate all the voice machines to hear Karras' messages. There's 6 of them in total, pretty much 1 per floor. There's including 1 on the very first floor, so that's why we need to take the elevator here. Speaking of which, let's call it. Fuck! Ooh, I forgot that this thing closes automatically. Okay, there we go. And there's another one of those that we can listen to. But we gotta be careful here because there is one of the big robots, I think. There? Oh, yep. However, look, there's a security camera there and it's disabled because of the... it was already mentioned in a note because of the guests. So I'm gonna wait here in this dark corner. Look at this place, though. It's majestic. It's creepy as well. I love the architecture in this game. I really do. I actually take a lot of inspiration from this game's architecture whenever I build stuff in Minecraft. There we go. And there's also a guy over there in front of the front door. There's no way to open the front door, by the way, as far as I know. I don't know, I never really tried, but I'm pretty sure there is no way, because there's nothing at street level. That won't really help you much anyway.
Message number 1 of 6.
Is this functioning? Oh, my good guest. Welcome to Angel Watch. I have gathered you here, citizens of exceptional breeding, for a fine and festive evening. The Builder's work never ceases. Thus I am not able to attend in person, but I am present in heart and voice, as you can plainly hear. Franvilnia will be your host in my absence. Now, our evening together begins.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Well, I genuinely forgot what I was gonna say. I'm getting old. Okay, go up here. Okay, now we're on the 3rd floor. There are quite a lot of mechanists up here, so we need to be careful.
I thought I saw something.
Careful and quick. Because they also enter these rooms, so we gotta hide the body to the best of our abilities. Maybe douse the flames to reduce the likelihood of her being spotted. Okay. Oh shit, this guy is gonna... He's gonna go here, or she's gonna come here.
Only cowards hide so, villain.
Fuck, there's another guy. Maybe if I hide here, I can get the drop on him. Get out of here. Okay. So these guest rooms have usually 1 or 2 pieces of loot, so they're very worth your time investigating. I've always wondered why this hand mirror item doesn't count as a loot item, because it's clearly made out of silver. Surely it's worth something. I mean, technically everything is worth something, but surely it's worth enough to warrant picking it up as a loot item. What's here? What's behind this door? Aha! So, yeah, we can come to this floor directly from outside. But I don't know why you would want to do that, because this objective for listening to all the Victrolas is actually on the normal as well. It's not really exclusive to expert. Where the fuck are my moss arrows? There we go.
Message number 5 of 6.
The builder created beauty to bring us joy. For the joyful of spirit work the longest. And in this gallery we find beauty. Fine guest, thou surely have precious works of art in thy home. Here too the servants are of use. They are completely trustworthy. At first hint of trouble, they will call for the nearest guard. Take some time to appreciate our gallery, then Vilnia will escort you to the ballroom.
That's a good theory, Soybean, except it falls apart when you take into consideration that there is silverware that counts as loot items. There's silver nuggets, silver coins, and there was something else made out of silver as well that's a loot item. So that is not the reason. I think it's just an oversight by the devs. They forgot. Okay, I'm not. This is the library, and that actually does take us up to the next floor. So that's why I'm not gonna take the stairs. It's dangerous to do so anyway, because you will get spotted climbing the stairs. There's a better way to access the library. Thief, stop him. What? Who on earth spotted me? And how? Oh my god, this game, I swear to god. Actually, no, I shouldn't waste my moss arrows. I'm gonna need them for the top floor. For the ballroom. Who the hell spotted me? Why are they complaining? Is it the fucking library? No, it's not. Who the hell spotted me? Seriously. I don't get it. Yeah, this game is very glitchy when it comes to the freaking the NPC spotting you for literally no reason. Okay, good that he got stuck on the stairs and he didn't alert anyone.
Slavery is just so distasteful.
No. Not slaves, Margaret. Servants. You heard Mr. Karras. But why argue semantics? Before this, they were raving lunatics. Have you ever seen a lunatic prepare a stew? Or sweep a stable? Not a pretty sight, one can be sure of that.
Oh, Christopher, you're such a card.
Guards!
Ooh,
He's
Karis
over
did say
here!
the servants could guard.
What? Okay, that was weird.
What's that? That's the point, Margaret. Now they will be
Certain nobility is the highest privilege in life, of course. But slavery is just so distasteful.
No, not slaves, Margaret. Servants. You heard Mr. Karras. But why argue semantics? Before this, they were raving lunatics. Have you ever seen a lunatic prepare a stew? Or sweep a stable? Not a pretty sight, one can be sure of that.
Oh, Christopher, you're such a card. Ooh, Karis did say the servants could garden. I wonder if they can plant azaleas or roses. We could use them to trim the lilac bushes as well.
You see, my dear, the servants can truly make you happy. Could there be a more noble purpose in life?
Oh, Christopher, stop.
Haha, what a pun. Fuck.
I do not know. A wretched creature.
Fuck. Okay, jeez. That was a bit of a disaster. Okay, put away this fire, first of all, and hide these bodies quickly. Hopefully nobody goes down the stairs and sees a freaking malfunctioning robot, because that does alert them, sadly. I really hope nobody enters this room. I see what you did there, Yoski. I think this is a better corner. It's a little bit more secure. More out of the way. Pick them up, dude. Okay, this is one of the creepy servants, by the way, that we didn't get to see from that one mission where we were eavesdropping on Sheriff Truett and Karras, but yeah, these are the servants. I think this is actually the first time they make an appearance. They look very, very disturbing.
Message number 2 of 6.
Greetings again, guest. I pray your spirits do not suffer for my absence. I present to each a gift. The most wondrous yet of my innovations. A living worker suited to all household tasks. Ready always to perform your bidding. I call them the servants. The servant knows not how to lade or gossip. The servant knows only how to tirelessly perform thy will, be it cooking, cleaning, or gardening. Please accept them with my gratitude. But the tour continues. Pray, do follow Vilnia once again.
That's what I wanted to say earlier, Soybean. Karras, the main villain, that's his voice. He's voiced by the same guy who voices Garrett, the main character. This guy is a very talented voice actor. Like, his vocal range is insane. But yeah, so Karras is basically gifting all the nobility of the city a servant, and we already know from an earlier mission that these servants are actually weapons, because they had, like, their masks have the ability to release a gas that turns all living matter into dust. What? So what the hell could he be planning? Nothing good, I bet. Come on, dude. For fuck's sake. Oh, okay. Oh, we can actually hide them here. This is a better place. If servants are so good, why aren't there servants too? So true. Maybe that's why, Yoski, because they're so good they don't need a sequel. They don't need a servants too. Okay, there is a guy here. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this game has good voice acting. It's just the NPCs, like the in-game NPCs, like the servants and the guards, that are sometimes goofy. But I think that's almost by design. At least some of them, like Benny is by design. The drunken guy who sounds very dumb. And that's also, by the way, the same guy, Steven Russell. The same guy who voices Karis and the protagonist. And Garrett. I believe he also voices Mercer Frey, if I'm not mistaken, from Skyrim. That's also Steven Russo. And I think he also voices the protagonist of Dishonored, but I haven't played Dishonored yet. I will be doing so soon. It's on my list, but haven't really gotten around to it yet. Okay, that's the library. That's that. Let's keep going here. We can use this to get all the way up to the top floor, but it's very noisy. It's not the good way to go around. The stairs are the best way. The safest way, at any rate. So this almost looks like some sort of a very fancy hotel. I quite like it. Hey, look, there's an open window here. We can look out into the city. Oh, look at that skybox, dude. I love that. I think that skybox is actually taken from Thief 3. Definitely looks like Thief 3. Because this is the HD mod. I think there is like a city skybox like this in the base game as well. It's not just, you know, a black sky, but it definitely looks different. And nothing here. 2200 loot. Very nice. Alright, let's go up to the next floor. I think we got everything from this floor. Guess we'll take the elevator. Actually, no, we're not gonna take the elevator. Screw that. Hello, everybody. My name is Elevator. Okay, up this way. 2 more floors to go. And 2 more pre-recorded messages to listen to. Oh, here's another NPC that got stuck on the stairs. They don't normally do this. Okay, that is the ballroom. I don't want to go there yet. Because there's some stuff here. Including Karis' own office is actually on this floor, so this is a very important floor.
Filthy and unholy rot. Surely that's all it was.
Oh, thank God you didn't see the body. Okay.
Come, what's that?
Have to be quick here. Because I'm pretty sure there's NPCs that enter that room. Hopefully they don't die from that. Hopefully they're not too close and get electrocuted or something.
Thief! Go after him!
Shut up. Oh my God, there's so many bodies here. I really need a better place to hide all of these. Master guest list. Dorcas Goodfellow, in attendance. Lord Bafford, hey, that's a name we haven't heard in a while, in attendance. Madame Denier, declined invitation. Pagan sympathizer! We need to execute her. Lord Gervasius, in attendance. This is a name that's going to become relevant later on in the game. Ramirez, no response. Again, another name from the first game. Sir Christopher, in attendance. Mary Eleonora, in attendance. Archduke Daimor, in attendance. Cornelius Pennybuckle, in attendance. Master Willie, in attendance, but quietly escorted off tower grounds. Wanton drunkenness. Duchess Alexandra Kurinov, in attendance. Lady Louisa, in attendance. Squire Shanus, declined, touring with the city's Rumpo Bell League. Interesting. Lady Van Vernon is here. That's hilarious. Joseph Fieldstone, in attendance. The Bumbosons, Winifred and Archibald, in attendance. Thistlewear, in attendance. Everly de Revencourt, in attendance. The Rothschilds, Frederick and Penelope, no response. Misplaced invitation. That is hilarious. Like, we actually saw these guys earlier basically complaining about how they weren't invited. They were invited, their invitation was misplaced. That's... I love that. Like, I love it when developers do that. Sir McAllister Crom, in attendance. Brandy Ridge, in attendance. I think some of these actually, like, for example, this one, I think they're actually, like, nicknames of the developers of the game. Madame Robillard, in attendance. Lord Carlisso, in attendance, retired early. Lord and Lady Rumford, in attendance. Sir Allard McCrellis, in attendance. Bandley Rothofer, declined, on holiday in Shalebridge. Shalebridge, oh man, that's gonna become relevant in Thief 3. Can't wait for that, honestly.
Stop dozing and pay attention.
Okay, hopefully nobody enters this. So the dining room has the pre-final message. Let me just get the... Is there seriously no loot here? Okay, there's the loot. I like how it's on the chair.
Privileged guest. I trust you will enjoy this feast presented by the servants I have given you. Imagine, a short while ago, these servants were confined to an asylum, mentally feeble. They were of no use to anyone. Now they are safe and productive. Now they know happiness. Would that I could be with you tonight, for the servants make excellent cooks. After you dine, friend Vilnir will guide thee on to the gallery.
That glitch at the beginning is so creepy. And the way he speaks about the servants, like what they were in the past, is also just fucked, honestly. Like, such hatred in his voice. I love the way that... like, he sounds goofy as fuck at first, but like the more you learn about him, the more you start ignoring the goofiness of his voice and actually start seeing him for what he is, a freaking lunatic. Okay, so this is why I'm saving the gas arrow, because I want to knock that guy out.
Seek out what you heard.
Because he's guarding the, he's guarding Karrus's office. And this one, and we're just gonna drop her down here. Pick up some food. Brethren. Oh, we already read this. Okay. Now, I do believe there is a secret here. Somewhere. A switch in this room. Rothschilds on the moon. Yes, we are fucked. Indeed. We're cooked. As the youngins say these days. So where's the switch? I swear there's a switch here. Maybe not. Oh. Fuck. Okay. I think it's in this room, maybe? And I genuinely have no idea.
Come into the light so that I might see thee.
Fuck. Oh yeah, clearly a panel there. It's not as evident in the base game. The HD mod makes this very apparent. But I don't remember where the switch is. I think it might be behind the statue, maybe, hopefully, possibly. Aha! There we go. Ah, gas arrow. Okay, that's very useful because I'm gonna need a second one for the top floor. Although I do have the I do have an invisibility potion, which is also gonna help. Okay. There's a mace. Nothing else here. That was a waste of time. I'm not gonna enter that room yet because that room is important. I'll leave that for last.
Who's that? Please don't play.
I think that's Lord Baffert, by the way. Oh, crap. Get him out of the fire. There we go. Okay. Let me use one of the gas arrows. That is Karis's office. We need to get the key from Lord Vilnia, I think was her name. We already know that she's in the ballroom. So that's where we're going next. But first, lots of loot to be had here. Okay, we made a full circle. I think there's still a few rooms that we missed though. I think. That's the dining room. This is the kitchen again. This leads out here. Okay, no, okay, let's go inside this room. So this room actually has the scripture of the Master Builder. So it's not in Karis's room. That's his room is where we're gonna get more information on the Cetus project. But the new scripture of the Master Builder is actually here. Okay, embrace yourselves because something very weird is gonna happen here. I guess I have to pick this. The new scripture of the Master Builder, draft, page 35. The builder smiled on the things Karis had done. Out of devotion, he had invented many machines, and these machines now served him well. He had transformed the wretched humans into agents of the builder's will, controlled directly by the influence of Karis's machines. These were called servants, and they had been embraced by those in the city who considered themselves superior because of the wealth of their coffers instead of their spirits. These same people had beamed at Karis with one face, but with another face smirked amongst each other and shared affronts. Wow. Freaking low self-esteem. For this, Karis had once detested them, but he saw now their role in the builder's plan. In all these things, Karis had forged the tools that he would use to bring the builder's paradise to the world. I wonder, he keeps mentioning the builder's paradise. I wonder what that is. The builder looked upon these tools as Karis made preparations to put them to use, and his gaze showed favor, and Karis felt the builder's hands upon him and the builder's strength, helping Karis carry his burdens. This guy is completely insane. Jesus Christ.
One thing's for sure, this Karis guy has lost his mind.
Say that again, Garrett. So after you read this, This guy spawns and there's no way to kill him, and he will always spot you and alert everyone else. I think. I'm pretty sure he can open doors. Yep, there he goes. So this is weird because this thing has never really appeared anywhere else in the game. For some reason, it only appears here after you read that note. And I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I don't think it's one of the regular servants. It makes weird sounds, and it's clearly a machine. It's clearly robotic. Like, look at this guy. It's so weird. Like, what is this thing? Why does it exist? Why is it only used here? There's absolutely no mention of this anywhere. It's so bizarre. I really don't understand him. Is he gonna do anything? I guess we'll just leave him be. We did knock out everyone on this floor, so hopefully it's safe for us to just let him be. I could have used the invisibility potion, but I want to save that for the 6th floor. Because I think I'm definitely gonna need it there. I don't know what that does. Oh, okay, now I see what that does. Okay, there's 2 ways to enter this room. This is the first way. The second way is through there, and that is actually where the elevator is. There's the last message. However, I want to get to those guys. You know what? I'm actually gonna go all the way around because I want to be there on that side to knock them out. And they also have like a conversation that I want to hear. And there's also the last 2 noblemen are over there, but you can easily knock them out because they don't fight back. So you can just approach them and whack them. Okay, well, let's go all the way around to the elevator. I believe it's down here. Yep. Wow, it's been 1 hour and 40 minutes already. Yeah, this is the longest mission. It's gonna take me 2 hours, I bet.
Someone there?
Fuck.
Name, reveal yourself to me.
Fuck, okay, this was a bad idea. There we go, got them both. Nice. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for. There's the key to Karrus's office. And before we listen to that, let's knock these 2 out.
Is someone there?
There we go. And there's also loot to be had in this fountain. It's very hard to see, but there are, like, I think 3 coins in the water. Trust me, I swear there's coins here. I don't want to look like a fool. Where are they? I'm just gonna spam left click because I can't see. Oh, actually, I have some flares. Quite a lot of flares, actually. Ironically, that doesn't really help me all that much, but I swear they're here. I mean, I can live without them. I don't really need any more loot. Oh, here's one. There we go. I don't know what it is with nobility and just throwing their freaking money away like this. Oh, here's another one. But I mean, I'm thankful. Just more free money for me. I just don't see the point. This isn't even like a magical well or anything. It's just a random fucking fountain in the middle of a ballroom. Okay, I swear there's like a 3rd set of coins, but I don't want to waste more time than I have to, so I'm just gonna play the last message.
Message number 6 of 6.
It is here that our evening ends. Enjoy the music and dance, if thou wilt. On the morrow, when thou dost return home, your servant will be waiting for thee. Yes? They travel on their own. Indeed, on occasion they will leave your homes in response to a device I call the guiding beacon, and return to us for but small adjustments. Upon their return to your homes, better servants they'll be. I apologize yet again for my absence tonight, noble friends. Fare thee well.
So that guiding beacon is actually going to become relevant, believe it or not, in a later mission. And I bet we can speculate about what sorts of adjustments Karis will be making to the servants. Okay, let's get this over with. Let's unlock this door and get our last objective. Where's the key? Gotta have so many keys. There we go. We have one more message here. Message 7.
Greetings, Garrett. Thou art expected, though not precisely welcomed. Seem not so surprised. I have anticipated thine arrival, just as I now anticipate thy departure. Art thou a religious man? It is time to say thy prayers. Thy sins will be thine own undoing.
So the Keepers actually warned us about this. Like that note that we read before we entered, they were like, Karis knows, pretty much, they were implying that he knows about us and our plans. And they were right. Also, that is Karis himself, by the way, in case you were wondering. That portrait is of Karis. Now, here we have a button.
Time to get the goods and get out of here while I still can.
The streets and the rooftops, yep. So basically on our way back, we're gonna have a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance. Like this basically spawns a whole bunch of mechanists both inside the building and especially outside. So the way back is quite dangerous indeed. I need to find the fucking hell. Where's the shaft? I need to leave quickly. I guess we'll go down to the second floor again. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, quickly run. Thief reshafted, yes. Here we go. We're not out of the woods yet, though. On the way back, there's gonna be a lot of mechanists. So we need to be careful. I could always rely on my invisibility potion.
Now, intruder.
Shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna... Usually what I do is I just run, because the good thing about the rooftops is that... I mean, the rooftops. The AI isn't smart enough to navigate these effectively, so... You can just outrun them, basically. Just avoid them, ignore them, and outrun them, and you're gonna be just fine. Even the ones that shoot. By this point, you should have at least like a couple of healing potions, a lot of food. So even if you get hit, you should be fine. And now we just backtrack. Let me see how much loot I have while I'm running. Almost 2,700. I think there's like 27 or 2,800 loot. Definitely didn't get all of it. Again, I'm pretty... I would be very pissed if the only piece of loot that I missed is like that one coin in the stupid fountain. That's impossible to fucking see. That would be very annoying. Okay, Okay, actually, hold on. I think I can take a shortcut through here. Yep, there's the castle. Wow, they even placed a mechanist up here. It's almost as if they knew that this is a shortcut. Okay, then now here we have... We're almost back at the place with the Lady Van Vernon simps. Yeah, it's like right here, I think. Right around the corner. Uh-oh. Okay, can I open this window? No. But I can jump down here. Or not. That works too. Thanks, game. Okay, yeah, this is where the argument happened, but I'm gonna use this window here. It's a lot safer. There we go, we're almost back. Cut through here again. What's cool is that once you're approaching the bell tower, you actually hear the bells. Just like that.
You are caught now, intruder.
Aha. Didn't even have to waste my potions on you. Here we go. Safe and sound. And there we go. That was Life of the Party, the best mission in the game. Objectively speaking. We traveled via the rooftops and stayed off the streets. We infiltrated Angel Watch. We did not spy on Karras because he wasn't there. Fucking pussy. We activated all the voice machines to hear Karras' messages. So basically we learned that he's giving all the nobles gifts, which are the same servants that we know actually are like weapons, because they release gas, like corrosive gas that affects organic matter in a very bad way. We broke into Karras' office and found some information on the Cetus project. We didn't actually read the information. In my panic, I forgot to read it. I think it is an actual readable, so I apologize for that. We found and read Karras' latest entry into the new scripture of the Master Builder. We basically learned what we already knew, that he's insane. We stole a lot of loot, did not kill anyone, and we got back to the bell tower. Let me save before I forget. 1 hour, 22 minutes. Holy crap. It's even more than that because it doesn't take into account the cutscene and like reloads and all that stuff, so... Actually, yeah, we were missing a lot more than just those coins, but we still got a lot of loot. That's a pretty good score. Lots of pickpockets, too. Secrets as well, 5 out of 7. Not bad. But yeah, so that was Life of the Party. I'm gonna take a bit of a longer break after this, because it's such a long mission. So the next stream is gonna be on Friday, most likely. We still have, like, I think 5 missions left. So we have quite a ways to go with this game. But yeah, once I'm done with this game, definitely expect... Not immediately, I'm probably gonna take like a month-long break before I start the next game. But the next game will be Just Cause 2, so stay tuned for that. And of course, next weekend is more Minecraft. But yeah, this mission is on VR. Would have been so cool. I'm actually really excited for the Steam frame. I really hope it comes out soon before the EU ends all trade with the US, so I can actually get my hands on one before that happens. Because I can actually play this game in VR. Getting my hands on a Steam frame would basically give me an excuse to replay so many games that I want to replay. But yeah, that's besides the point. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.